The last thing I wanted to say on the subject, because from a civilian point of view, and I want your feedback and your thoughts on this because you attack it from a veteran's point of view. We live in a country where we elect our leaders. We have civilian leadership. We pay for the military with tax dollars funded by everyone who pays taxes, right? As long as we have civilian leadership and we're paying for the military by the taxpayer, the U.S. public has every right to ask questions they want to. Now, that doesn't mean you should reveal classified information. Doesn't mean you should reveal big operations. None of that. My issue with this, and I've run into it booking interviews where they're like, well, I'll get in huge trouble if I talk to you. It's like, okay, what type of country are we living in? Because I thought we elected our leaders, and I thought as a taxpayer, I have a First Amendment right to ask any question I want to anybody. That's my issue with the code of silence. Like, this is not Russia. This is the United States of America. So as long as we're paying the bills, you're a taxpayer, I'm a taxpayer, we vote in elections, I'll ask any question I want. And if people don't want to answer it, that's fine. I find it highly inappropriate when government officials, though, say, you're not allowed to do that. It's like, who's paying the bills? Is it the American public? Or are you personally, the admiral himself, are you writing the check for this whole thing? Because if you are, you can set any rule you want. But that's, last time I checked, not how it works.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely in a phase as a country where we're in this identity thing. There's lots of propaganda going on around, and so perceptions are skewed. But like, yeah, that's still the basis of everything. You're allowed to ask, right? And you might not get the answer, or you might get some unclassified version of the answer. There's always an unclassified version of everything, you know. There just is. So, yeah, I just, you have your purpose as Dave, you know what I mean? So my suggestion is just keep killing it, keep doing it. You know, you might have to play little strategies if they're trying to censor you and do different things, but like in the end, it's just, like I said, it's just stuff. Even as a country, it's just fucking stuff we're going through, right? And so we just have to try our best to keep, you know, acceptance, but with boundaries. Okay. So
I like that.
we're allowed to have boundaries, dude. Like, you can't go, you know, you can't go do sexual fetish stuff in front of my kids, right? And you could just do it all day long and keep saying the same things and keep trying to, and it's just push. So, for that's just an example of one thing that my kids are 9 and 10 right now. And so it's like, we're in a really good area too, with really awesome schools and stuff. So, but it's starting to get in there or whatever, you know? So it's like just being mindful, like, you know, I'm not like angry and hyper vigilant, but I'm like, I can go enforce boundaries all day long. Right. And that's, so, you know, I don't know. That's my opinion, is like, we are still allowed to ask. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They're trying to, they or whoever, the force, you know, this misbalanced force. There's the thing in a country like ours, in my opinion, is like, it's always a scale of freedom and equality, and you can't ever have 100% of both, right? Because like places in Somalia that I've experienced are totally free for the most part. So like, if you need eggs and you don't have eggs, you can go next door and kill them and rape them and get eggs, and that's the dark side of total freedom or whatever, right? And then equal, like, everybody in North Korea is totally equal. Everybody gets the same amount of food, toothpaste, your house is the same size and color, and everybody has to equally ask the government for permission to go on vacation, and like whatever the things are, like that's the far end of equality. And so it's, dude, we just have to find the balance over time, and it goes back and forth through time, and you just have to fight to keep to maintain the values, right? The balance.